everyone, and welcome. Today, we are talking about what might just be the single most powerful tool for changing your life. And the best part? It's not some new biohack, it's not an expensive subscription, and it's definitely not a complicated workout. It's something ancient, something simple, something we all already know how to do: walking. You know, we live in a world that's constantly selling us complexity. New gadgets, miracle supplements, extreme fitness classes. We're basically trained to believe that if we want to improve, it has to be difficult and expensive. But what if that's just not true? What if the most profound, life-altering change you could make for your physical health, for your mental clarity, and even for your creativity was a skill you mastered when you were a toddler? I know, it sounds way too good to be true, but the science here is absolutely overwhelming, and the proof is undeniable. Now, that is a powerful statement. And look, this isn't coming from some wellness influencer. This is from Dr. Thomas Frieden, the man who used to run these Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. When the former top doctor in the entire country calls walking a wonder drug, you kind of have to sit up and listen. This isn't just a nice idea. This is a medical and scientific reality. The truth is, we are creatures that were built to move. But our modern lives, they've pretty much anchored us to our chairs. We've forgotten this fundamental, built-in power we all have. So today, let's rediscover exactly why this simple act is so incredibly potent. Just think about the contrast for a second. On one side, you've got what we're usually sold as fitness. It costs money, it requires special gear, and honestly, it can feel really intimidating or even punishing. But on the other side, you have walking. It's free, your only real investment is a decent pair of shoes. You can do it anywhere, anytime, and it's low impact, which means it's gentle on your joints, making it the perfect starting point for almost everyone, no matter your age or your current fitness level. It's basically fitness made for everyone. All right, let's get into the incredible science-backed ways that walking physically rewrites your health. And I mean, we're talking about changes that happen all the way down at the level of your DNA, to the strength of your immune system, all the way up to your risk for major diseases. The impact is, well, it's staggering. Okay, this first number is it's stunning. Researchers at Harvard studied thousands of people looking at over 30 different genes linked to obesity, and what they found was truly revolutionary. For the people in the study who walked briskly for about an hour a day, the effect of those genes was slashed in half. Just let that sink in for a moment. You can't change the genes you're born with, but a simple daily habit can fundamentally change how those genes are expressed. It's a powerful reminder that our daily choices can be more important than our genetic blueprint. And this incredible preventative power, it extends to other major diseases too. For instance, a huge study from the American Cancer Society followed over 70,000 women. They found that those who walked for just 1 hour a day had a 14% lower risk of developing breast cancer. And this protection held true even for women who had other risk factors. So walking isn't just exercise. It's like a powerful, proactive shield for your long-term health. How about getting sick less often? I mean, who wouldn't want that? Well, walking is a potent immune booster. Researchers followed over 1,000 adults during flu season. The ones who walked for at least 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, they reported 43% fewer sick days than their sedentary friends. And get this, when they did catch a cold, their symptoms were milder and the illness was shorter. Every walk you take helps circulate your immune cells, making them way more effective at hunting down and fighting off invaders. And the benefits just keep stacking up in this amazing chain reaction. Walking is a weight-bearing exercise, so it signals your body to build stronger bones, which improves your balance. Worried about joint pain? Walking actually lubricates your joints and strengthens the muscles around them, acting like a natural pain reliever. It also helps lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol, and manage blood sugar, slashing your risk for our biggest killers: heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. It even rewires your cravings. One study showed a 15-minute walk can cut your craving for a sugary snack in half. It is literally a complete full-body tune-up. Okay, the physical benefits are incredible, we get it, but what walking does for your brain, well, that's arguably even more transformative. If you've ever felt stuck in a creative rut, or totally overwhelmed by stress, or just mentally foggy, the most effective solution might be waiting right outside your door. This is a total game changer. A study at Stanford had people take creativity tests while sitting down, and then again while walking on a treadmill. The results were astounding. Walking boosted their creative output by an average of 60%. So why does this happen? Well, walking increases blood flow to the brain. and it lets your mind enter this state of soft fascination, where different ideas can connect more freely. It is no coincidence that innovators like Steve Jobs were famous for their walk and talk meetings. They knew that getting out of a stuffy conference room and putting their bodies in motion was the key to unlocking bigger, better ideas. But it's not just about creative ideas, it's also about mental peace. For anyone who finds traditional meditation, sitting still, to be really difficult, walking can be an incredible alternative. It's a form of active mindfulness. By simply focusing your attention on the rhythm of your breath and the feeling of your feet hitting the ground, you gently pull your mind away from that endless loop of stressful thoughts. This simple act, plus the mood-boosting endorphins you get from the exercise, becomes a super powerful tool for reducing anxiety and just lifting your spirits. So, we know why walking is a wonder drug, but the most important question is still on the table. How do we make it an unbreakable part of our daily lives? Because look, knowing all these benefits is one thing, but building a habit that actually sticks, that's the real game changer. So let's break down exactly how to do it. Here it is, your 5-part roadmap. It all starts with number 1, start ridiculously small. I mean it. Forget about 10,000 steps. Your only goal is to walk for 10 minutes. That's it. The win isn't the distance, the win is doing it consistently. Second, find a set time. Look at your schedule and anchor your walk to something you already do. Maybe right after your morning coffee or during your lunch break, put it in your calendar like a real appointment. Third, make a promise to yourself to stick with it for at least 66 days. That's about how long it takes for a new behavior to become automatic. Number 4, and this is crucial, focus on the process. Don't obsess over the scale. Just celebrate the daily win of getting your shoes on and walking out that door. That's the victory. And finally, find the fun. Pair your walk with something you already love, a great podcast, an audiobook, a call with a friend. Make it a reward, not a chore. Now let's talk about setting yourself up for success. We want to remove all the friction. First, get a pair of comfortable shoes you actually like wearing. Next, know your why. Why are you doing this? To have more energy? To manage stress? Write it down and put it somewhere you can see it. Then, prepare the night before. Lay out your clothes and shoes so there's zero thinking involved when it's time to go. Even better, invite a friend to join you. Having an accountability partner more than doubles your chances of sticking with it. And finally, track your progress. Seeing a log of all your walks grow over the weeks and months is an incredible motivator. It proves that all those small, consistent efforts really do lead to massive results. So, we've explored the deep science, the mental upgrades, the practical strategies. We've seen how this one simple, accessible act can fundamentally reshape your body, sharpen your mind, and enrich your life. And it all comes down to this single moment of decision. After all this information, after all these incredible benefits we've talked about, what's the barrier to entry? What's the huge, difficult, complicated price you have to pay to unlock all of this potential for a better life? That's it. The whole transformation isn't about the 1,000th step you take or the 100th mile you walk. It begins and it ends with the very next step you decide to take. The decision to just get up from your chair, put on your shoes, and walk out the door. That is where it all begins. So the final question is really just for you. A healthier, more creative, more resilient version of yourself. It's not some distant dream. It's a reality that is literally just a few steps away, waiting for you every single day. The path is clear. Are you ready to walk towards it?